I'm Madison Donor, a recovering journalist.
And I'm Dion Broxton. I'm still a journalist, and you might know me for this.
Oh, no, I ain't messing with you. Oh, no.
We created this podcast because we wanted to show you how this dream job can sometimes turn into a nightmare.
I found a newsroom that was in a bit of disarray, that hadn't had any real leadership. You go into a market, and then if you don't have somebody there who's going to help you figure it out, or to work with you about journalistic ethics and storytelling and why the government doesn't answer questions and how to get them to answer questions, well, then, we're all at a loss.
When you're a young journalist and you're looking for your first market, I tell people you want someplace that doesn't have all that turnaround.
I think if you look at television as a whole, it's pretty rare that somebody gets to my age, which is, I'll be honest, I just turned 60. People don't survive in this business for a myriad of reasons. News is like the Galapagos Islands. Only the most genetically unfit creatures rise to the top. And it's the truth. Your first thing no longer is 5 o'clock. It's who can get the first tweet out. And that's dangerous.
And I remember there were some days I would be so frustrated because I would want to dive deeper into the story. And it would be like, nope, you have to get your social media out there.
One person cannot do an in-depth, accurate, fair, balanced story. Tweet first, write for the web, do a Facebook Live, and still be able to get home and not melt down.
Those viral tweets is what people want to see, and that's the stuff that gets the most attention. And I feel like as journalists, we're competing with that.
I kind of think we're doing we're trying to serve so many masters, from social to the web to on air, that you basically serve none of them well. I can't tell you the story I want most to tell you because I'm bound by an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. I have never had a GM come down on me and say, you can't do this story because it's not the neighborhood we want to be in, or because there's a big donor tied to it. I have had, in a perfect world, sales stays the hell away from me. And my news director at the time, who fortuitously is no longer in news, I can remember he said to me in front of the whole newsroom, I was so ashamed because I was so young. He said, why the hell should we do a story about somebody who's breaking the law that nobody cares about? You have to spend your resources where your ad revenue comes from.
But you being a manager, if we tell a story in Bozeman, we have, more affluent viewers who will likely buy the ads they see on our channel. How do you go about teaching that to a reporter, but not showing bias to a certain place or group of people?
It's just, to me, local news matters more than national in my mind. The minute that you own property in some place, you're different because it's your taxes.
I feel like the average American isn't really into news. Like, how many times can you talk to someone and they say in America, oh, I don't watch the news? So I think
every time.
Yeah, I think it's a reflection of schooling, of the society in general. We're not, I don't know, and I hear this from fellow journalists where they say it used to be such a respected profession.
I don't think I really started understanding the impact of journalism for probably 10, 15 years after I started working. Broadcast journalism is an inverted pyramid with the entire pyramid balanced on these people right down here who make nothing. And then, you get up a little bit more. Oh, we made a little bit more. And then it comes up here to meet all the stockholders. What the hell? How is there a future of something when you grind through people like McDonald's line cooks?
Thanks for joining us on today's episode.
If you enjoyed this podcast, subscribe and rate us on whatever platform you're listening to.
And of course, visit us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and come back every Wednesday for a new episode.